old farmer lived in a small, peaceful village near green hills and a quiet lake, and one of his sons was 17 years old. He was smart, hardworking, and full of dreams. But there was one problem. Farmer's son was never happy. If the weather was too hot, he complained. If someone bought new clothes, he felt jealous. If someone else succeeded, he felt like a failure. One evening, his mother looked at him and asked, "My son, why do you always look unhappy?" He replied, "Because life has given me less than others. Everyone else seems to have a better life than me." His mother became silent. She knew her son was not poor in life. He was poor in gratitude. At the edge of the village lived a wise old man. In his hut under the big tree, he was not rich. His house was small. His clothes were simple. He had no expensive things, but everyone in the village respected him because his face always carried peace. People often came to him for advice. One evening, farmer's son saw old man sitting near the lake watching the sunset. Farmer's son walked toward him and said, "Everyone says you are a wise man, so tell me honestly, what is the secret of happiness?" Wise old man looked at farmer's son quietly. Then he asked, "Do you really want happiness, or do you only want a life that looks better than others?" Farmer's son did not know what to say. After a few seconds, he replied, "I just want to be happy." Old man smiled and said, "Then come to me tomorrow morning before sunrise. I will show you something." The next morning, farmer's son reached wise old man's hut before sunrise. Wise man was already waiting for him. Old man said, "Follow me." They walked through the village, crossed the fields, and entered a quiet path between tall trees. After walking for some time, they reached an old garden. In the middle of the garden, there were 3 plants. The first plant was in a golden pot. The pot was beautiful, shiny, and expensive, but the plant inside was dry and almost dead. The second plant was in a broken clay pot. The pot looked old and simple, but the plant inside was green, fresh, and full of life. The third plant was in a big, decorated pot, but its roots were trapped under heavy stones, could not grow properly. Farmer's son looked confused. Wise old man asked, "Which plant looks the happiest?" Farmer's son replied, "The one in the broken clay pot. It looks alive." Old man nodded and said, "Exactly." Then he pointed toward the golden pot. "This plant has beauty outside, but no life inside. Many people are like this. They look successful, rich, and important from outside, but inside they feel empty." Then he pointed toward the broken clay pot. "This plant has nothing special outside, but it receives sunlight, water, and space to grow. That is why it is alive." Then he pointed toward the third plant. "And this plant has a beautiful pot, but its roots are trapped, just like many people whose hearts are trapped by comparison, jealousy, anger, and endless desire." Farmer's son stayed silent. Old man looked into his eyes and said, "A beautiful life outside means nothing if your heart is not free inside." Those words touched farmer's son deeply. After that, old man took farmer's son to a small hill. On the way, he picked up a stone and gave it to farmer's son. He said, "Put this in your bag. This stone is comparison." Farmer's son placed the stone in his bag. After a few steps, old man picked up another stone. "This stone is jealousy." Then another. "This stone is anger." Then another. "This stone is the desire to control everything." Then another. "This stone is waiting for a perfect life before you allow yourself to be happy." Soon, farmer's son's bag became heavy. His shoulders started hurting. His breathing became fast. His steps became slow. Finally, he stopped and said, "Oh, wise old man, I cannot carry this anymore. It is too heavy." Old man looked at him calmly and said, "But farmer's son, this is what you carry every day inside your mind." Farmer's son froze. The old man continued, "Every time you compare yourself with others, you pick up a stone. Every time you feel jealous, you pick up a stone. Every time you become angry about something you cannot control, you pick up another stone. Farmer's son slowly removed the bag from his shoulders. For the first time, he understood why he always felt tired. His life was not the real problem. His thoughts were making his life heavy. Now the farmer's son realized that he had made his own life difficult, and after that, he learned to be happy with the facilities available to him.